By stacking all of this cursed treasure, it would take one cannonball to sink our ship in Sea of Thieves. You see, these special treasure chests all have unique properties, and when these effects begin to stack onto each other, well... It killed me. Now, there are 4 types of cursed treasure. The tamest of the 4 is the chest of 1,000 grogs. They essentially get you hammered when you hold one, and the effect will actually continue for a couple of seconds after you put one down. They don't really mess with you too much though, as these effects are only active while you hold them. The next cursed treasure is the chest of rage. This angry box is so down bad, it will slowly begin to ignite itself and eventually combust a nut all over your ship. And when the effect stacks, it's literally a nightmare. It's so loud.
God, that is the worst.
The next 2 chests are slightly more dangerous though, and when stacked, can become one of the hardest treasures you can collect in the game. First is the chest of sorrow. This sad chest is real sad because it couldn't be with his girlfriend, ooh, and because of that, he'll begin to blubber and fill your hull with its sorrowful liquids. And this can actually sink your ship too. It's basically like having a hole in your hull. And when multiple of these are put together, you kinda need to have your crewmate bucket like it was her full-time job. The last chest is the chest of boundless sorrow. This chest is very similar to the chest of sorrow, but with 2 key differences. First, she'll never stop crying, meaning your ship is going to constantly fill up. And second, she's a lot cuter than the first one. Now, when you combine all of this loot into one massive stack of cursed boxes begging for constant attention, well, even a swabby crew could sink us. In today's Tales of Getting Booty. Subscribe. Now, the first time I attempted this stack, I was feeling kinda silly. I thought it wouldn't be too hard to fight an enemy crew while holding onto all of these cursed treasures begging for my affection. And I mean, my friend Vix and I decided to pick a fight with a galleon. Usually this type of galleon crew wouldn't be too difficult for us to take down, but the cursed treasure really was adding an extra dynamic to the fight that I sort of underestimated. I got knocked off Vix, they're jumping over. Yeah, it was pretty much impossible for us to win a fight like that, but we were alive despite our ship sinking, and so we attempted to sink the galleon with the chest of sorrow. If we sink them here, I'll counter. Yeah. But unless we could get like 10 of them on their ship, it pretty much meant we had to spawn camp this 4-man crew like 8 times just to sink them, and I'm really not that good. I died. Just too many people. So with all that in mind and a lesson learned, I readjusted the goal and met up with fellow streamer Suki Demon Noises to attempt another cursed treasure stack. The goal was to stack as much as possible, and as soon as any enemy ship became interested in us, we'd sell. Simple, right? Okay, so there's actually a couple of tricks to stacking this cursed treasure to mitigate the problems they bring. As I mentioned earlier, the grog chests really don't do much as their effects are only active while being held. Okay, this grog chest is being extra spicy with me. So just dump them by the bow. Also, a weird thing to note, you can actually refill your tankard from one of these, and they do in fact hold 1,000 grogs. Now, the chest of rage is something you might see a crew carry from now and then in adventure mode. Usually, most players will place the chest on the tip of their bow, so that when it erupts, the fire is contained solely to the bow, making it pretty easy to put out. But when you're stacking this treasure, there's actually a far more efficient way, especially when combined with the chest of sorrows. There we go, now they're interacting, there we go. By filling your ship with a layer of water or from the chest of sorrows and placing your chests of rage on this barrel here, you'll be able to mitigate all the fire it would cause completely. And by keeping them from actually touching the water, you won't find yourself boiling to death when you need to bucket. And finally, the chest of sorrows. If you only have one of these things, all you need to do is pick it up and hold onto your ship's ladders to stop it from filling you up. But you can't really do that when you're stacking them, so just make sure you have your own personal bilge demon when trying this out. Anyway, as Suki and I roamed the seas collecting our cursed treasure and stealing a cursed key from a merchant, which I'm not going to explain, we found ourselves with 11 chests of sorrow. And honestly, I have no idea how many chests of rage. Yeah, our ship was stacked to the brim with cursed treasure, and it was so cursed that the chests of rage were acting in the most peculiar ways. Wait, whoa, hold up, what happened to
Welcome back.
This is fine.
They hadn't been crying, so the hole was empty.
I see.
And that was like a lot of fire.
That's more fire than I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's like stacked on itself. Look at that. What?
Yeah.
That's not right. I swear, with every synchronized explosion they made, the server was actually getting cooked. Jesus Christ! And funnily enough, by standing on the cannon line while they all explode at the same time.
Alright, I think we're gonna have to abandon the voyage.
Wait, it killed me. It killed me. Suki, I'm dead. I'm dead.
What? What? I'm nowhere near the boat. What do you mean you're dead? You cannot do this to me.
Wow, yeah, it's like playing with a time bomb. And the chest of sorrows were getting too much to handle too, to the point that Suki was stuck on permanent bucket duty. Oh, holy we're filling up so fast. Especially when we found... I think we got an extra special chest here.
Oh, great. Just what we needed.
Yeah, the chest of boundless sorrows are actually quite rare. We had done the voyage like 15 times and only found one. Anyway, by bringing this gloomy girl onto the boat, Suki was stuck bucketing for eternity. This really was her own personal circle of hell. And as we continued collecting the cursed loot, wow. Oh, we got Kraken.
Oh, we're getting Kraken. All right.
I'll get it.
Yeah.
It won't let me. Okay,
Okay, we're good.
Okay, so a Kraken attack we could just about handle, but an enemy player ship? You've got to be kidding me. Oh, there's a brigantine here.
Oh,
no, we're leaving.
Boy.
Our ship was currently stacked to the brim with cursed treasure, so much so that Suki was stuck bucketing permanently. We needed to make some distance with the Reaper brigantine that was now chasing us, so that we could get to an outpost and harpoon at least some of the cursed loot off of our ship. And so, while Suki navigated to Port Merrick, I boarded the Reaper brigantine to buy us some time. Come on.
Excellent.
Anchored.
Excellent again.
Oh, there we go. There's one dead.
Excellent.
This bubble's got no power in it. Oh, he egoed. Okay. This is fine for me. Okay, you can get to Port Merrick, no problem now. Well, I had brought us plenty of time, but new problems were arising. A freaking galleon was hovering around Port Merrick. However, we didn't have much choice, and they didn't seem exactly threatening right now. And so we began to unload our cursed treasure, and as we did so... Oh, the brigantine's here, by the way.
Okay, cool.
We were getting flustered, and on top of everything else...
No.
No. There's a player here. He's selling
Just sell.
He's selling our stuff.
God damn it. And this one just exploded.
Somehow I've got no food.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, I'm actually throwing.
Yeah, a little bit, but it's fine. I'm leaving.
Yeah. Okay, so the Swabby Galleon's crew had managed to sell 1 or 2 pieces of our cursed treasure. And God, I was flustered. I had no food, the lag was going crazy, and there were enemy players and ships practically everywhere I looked. But we had managed to remove all of the chests of sorrows and all of the chests of rage. But we still had our massive stack of grog chests, and we weren't about to lose them now. The curse effects had been lifted too, meaning we could easily engage in a fight now. But remember what I said about the server getting cooked with each stacked explosion? Jesus Christ. It was showing me my food radio on the cannon. Like it was trying to get... Yeah, no. Look, did you guys see that? Yeah, my cannon radio was acting up. Like, no, I don't want to load a f***ing mango into the cannon. What is going on? It's doing it again. Jesus. They are demastered, but this is... I'm pulling sails.
I got harpooned. I'm dead. I'm dropping their anchor.
Yo, you didn't die?
Excellent. Yup, idiot. No, I'm about to.
These guys are hurting real bad, yeah.
I appreciate that.
I want to fire a limpo.
Killed one.
Palace spool.
They're dead.
Okay, oh, they sunk?
Yeah.
Well, we had managed to deal with our brigantine problem and had made it safely to the shores of Sanctuary Outpost to sell our thousands of chests of 1,000 grogs. But remember when I said the curse effect from this treasure doesn't really affect you? Oh god, I'm stuck.
Oh my god, go forward. Oh my god.
We're good, right?
It doesn't matter, right? Goodbye, Key. I'll miss you.
Multiplier.
We did it for you, Key.
Yeah, while we were struggling to sell our cursed groggy boys, the galleon from Port Merrick had followed us and began unloading hell onto our ship. I guess the cursed effect does mess you up from time to time after all. We sunk. I literally was...
It's okay.
Yeah. And if you'd like to see more unhinged Sea of Thieves gameplay, then remember, I stream on twitch.tv/ToxieSinclair every weekend. Come and hang out. I'll see you there.